Singaporeans. Just like all other cultures in Melbourne, Singaporeans have their own unique customs and traditions. And while this specimen seems to be comfortable in his new home, the journey of adaptation was long and hard. Nevertheless, it is a journey that needs to be taken by all Singaporeans in Melbourne. Join us for the next 10 minutes as we take a journey and analyze these Singaporeans up close and personal. One thing can definitely be said about Singaporeans: they love their food. A Singaporean natural diet is made up of many things, including nasi lemak, Hainanese chicken rice, prata, and bak kut teh. And although these dishes can be found in Melbourne, something just doesn't feel right. A plate of Hainanese chicken rice is about 10 Australian dollars, more than 3 times the amount a Singaporean pays back home. This realization is causing severe mental and emotional trauma. $10 for Hainanese chicken rice. $10. Maybe drinking water will make me full. $10. Maybe there are other food options out there. $10. Oh humanity! Oh dignity! But although the spirit is willing, the flesh is weak. However, the price is not the only difference, as this Singaporean will soon notice. This is twice the amount of what the average Singaporean eats in a meal. But Singaporeans have always known what to do in times like these, when food is plentiful and the flesh has reached its limit. This is a call for Tapao! The word tapao is derived from the Latin word tapus, which means to keep the world in balance. When Singaporeans practice the art of tapao, they are bringing leftover food back home for another meal. You only need to queue for food once for 2 meals, and that means you have more time available. You also need to pay for food once for 2 meals, and that means you save more money. Think about the entire human race. With tapao, what could feed 1 person now can feed 2. So we're saving the planet's resources, and that means there's going to be more food for other people. Tapao may seem like such a small deal, but if we all do it together, we can really make a difference. If we can have half our heart willing to share half our food, together we can coexist on this planet.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place is much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There ways to get there. If you care enough for the living, make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
Konnichiwa, Wei-sun desu. Today, we are going to be working on expressions that you use when you meet someone. They are very colloquial expressions, but they come in handy when you're meeting Singaporeans. In English, when you meet someone, you will say, hello. If you met a Singaporean, you would say, oi. You must be aggressive when you say it. Oi! In English, when you are listening to someone, you'll probably say, mm-hmm. So if you are talking and I'm listening, I would say, mm-hmm, every once in a while. To a Singaporean, you would say, yeah. This is an informal word for yes. It is also common to repeat it multiple times. So if you are talking, I would say, yeah, to indicate as if I'm listening. Now, if the person you're talking to says something you don't believe, you would normally say, really? In Singlish, you would say, yeah meh. For example, if a Singaporean tells me there's a 90% off sale at my favorite store, I would say, yeah meh. Usually, it's too good to be true. Yeah meh. But, if the person tells you something and you realize he's telling the truth, in English you would say, that's right. In Singlish you would say, yeah hor. So, if a friend tells me that someone we both know has put on weight, I would say, yeah hor. Now, if you're having a conversation with friends, you would often try to convey your feelings. In English, if a friend tells me some bad news and is hinting for a sympathetic response, I would say, that's a shame. To a Singaporean, I would say, wah, jialat. So, if a Singaporean was telling me that my favorite football team was losing, I would say, wah, jialat. One last expression for the day. If you're talking to someone you don't like, sometimes it's useful to insult him. A good English insult is to say, your face is ugly. In Singlish, you would say, oh, see your face like that, I want to malayan ah. That's because when you see your face like this, you want to do this. That's all we have for you today. Mumble these words when you're talking with Singaporeans. They'll really make the conversation flow. This is Wei-sun. Thanks for watching today's episode of Singlish Corner. Until next time. Singapore, the home of Singaporeans. Back home in Singapore, most Singaporeans live in apartment-style habitats known as HDB flats. Some of them live in houses, that is, if your dad got money lah. Let's have a look at the inside of a flat. Most Singaporeans are hygiene conscious. You might be raising your eyebrows right now. How does what you're seeing here reflect their hygiene conscious mentality? Singaporeans believe they possess supernatural powers that work in mysterious ways that ensure their dwellings adhere to the highest hygienic standards. Look at this example. Because of this hygiene-conscious mindset, Singaporeans enjoy a lifestyle of the highest quality. However, little do they know, the moment they leave Singapore, they lose all their supernatural powers. And little do they know, there is no such thing as supernatural powers. All this can be explained by one simple word.
Magic!
That's right. There's no supernatural power involved. It's all magic. And tonight, we will be revealing the secret behind this magic trick. The secret behind the trick lies in the existence of someone called the magical assistant in charge of domestic cleaning. Singaporeans. Just like all other cultures in Melbourne, Singaporeans have their own unique customs and traditions. In the last 10 minutes, you have been on a journey discovering the Singapore culture. Take a look around you. There are so many other cultures to explore. Which will you discover next?